Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We've got the last game against the Reds for a while. And do have to apologize for anybody that's been waiting all day for this game. My daughter had a dentist appointment first thing in the morning, and that changed when I got into work. I didn't take lunch at the right time and came right back into taking her to gymnastics, and so just that one little thing is thrown off the timing of the whole day. So it's 10:04 as I'm speaking right now. So don't plan on these usually getting out quite this late. But things happen. We'll still get it in today, so we're okay. And you see Polly is taking the mound today for the Squirrels. Can't remember his last game if he got his 1,000th strikeout or 1,500th strikeout, but he hit some milestone last outing. And the Reds start off with Norris Hopper, as per the usual. And he starts off with a 1-1 count. Puts that one foul down the left-hand side. Swings and misses for strike 3. That'll bring Shao to the plate. He swings and misses at strike 1. Grounds that one to first. Terry boots it a little bit, but has plenty of time to pick it up and make it to the bag. And Derek Lee at the plate now. He managed a couple hits against us yesterday. Maybe that was the start of his getting the season on track. He's got an 0-2 count here. And Paulie winds, slips in a fastball, and it's lined through the left field hole. Just out of reach of Chief. So another hit for Derek Lee. He's starting to look like the Derek Lee we remember. 2 down, 1 on for Adam Dunn. As Paulie gets a little wild on a knuckleball that didn't knuckle. That one looked a little better. 1-2 the count. Pops that one up, foul. Tom back, and he grabs it for the last out of that half of the inning. I'm tripping over my words. I'm so sorry, everybody. Tomorrow's also trash day for us. I just got done bringing some trash out. I got to bring out more later. I'm all out of sorts, but we're going to get through this game. And Aaron Harang is going to start the game off for the Reds, sporting a 4 ERA. And Kester at the plate. That pitch too low. Swing and a miss. Grounds that one back to the pitcher. Harang grabs it and makes the play. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. He had a good game yesterday. We're trying to get that average back up to 200, sitting at 159 at the moment, and he puts that one just foul down the left field line. 0-2 the count. Grounds that one foul. We'll do it again. Harang winds and delivers. Gets that fastball by Marvin, 2 down. Chief at the plate now. He's got his average right where he usually is for the year. And he lines that one sharply, but foul. 0-2 the count. Another sharp liner down the left field side, but foul. Gets that one fair, and that will drop in for a hit in front of Adam Dunn. 1 on, 2 out. Terry at the plate now. He looks at strike 1. He gets a lot of that one, puts it in the left field gap, but Shao able to range over and just make the play. We've played 1, Reds 0, Squirrels 0. Encarnacion will lead things off for the Reds here in the second. And that knuckle in there for a strike. Looks at a fastball for strike two. Grounds that one over Paulie's head, but Joey gets in there to grab it and throw to first to get the first out of the inning. Brandon Phillips at the plate. He looks at strike one. That one too far outside. Grounds that one. Paulie takes a step back to grab it and throws it to first for the second out of the inning. Kennedy at the plate now. A fastball on the outside. Of course, fast being a relative term here. His fastball's in the high 70s, and his knuckle and the screwed pitch are both in the 60s. In any case, Kennedy swings and misses and ends the inning. Still no scores. We go to the bottom of the second. Frank will lead things off here for the Squirrels. Pops that one up. David Ross takes a couple steps over and grabs that for out number one. One pitch, one out. Tom at the plate now. That one too low. Grounds that one towards short. Kennedy picks it up and gets it over for the second out. That will bring Zach to the plate. See how long it lasts, but Zach's got his average up over 200 again. Pretty sure he was hitting well over 300 last year. He had a pretty good year and had, I think, maybe a few more homers than usual too. Oh, as much as anybody on our team is, he is a real power threat. Hits that one right back to Harang, who knocks it down and gets it over for out number three. We've played two, both teams with a hit, but no runs. And the Reds will start off with David Ross. He looks at strike one. Swings and misses. 0-2 the count. Paulie goes back to the fastball and it freezes Ross. Probably looking for the knuckleball but doesn't get it. One down. That'll bring Harang to the plate, who apparently does have at least one hit this year. 0-2 count here though. And he swings and misses for strike three. That'll bring Hopper back to the plate. He struck out his first time up. And looks at strike one here. That one too far outside, probably a little low too. Hopper did not chase it. That one too far outside, 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Gets that one by Hopper for strike three. And that will end the Reds' half of the third. Still looking for a score. And Joey will lead things off for Indianapolis. That one up and in for ball one. Harang gets the call on that slider. Looked like it might have been up and out, but 1-1 the count. That one grounded to short. Kennedy picks it up and gets it over for the first out. Paulie at the plate now, looking for his first hit of the year. Watches that change up in the dirt. That change up too high. Fastball right down the middle. Paulie lets it go by. Fouls that one off. 2-2 the count. Grounds that one towards third. Encarnacion boots it, but Kennedy able to pick it up for him and get it over for the out. Wouldn't have been a hit, but Paulie would have at least gotten some time on the bases, but Kennedy making a heads-up play there. So nobody on, 2 outs. Kester at the plate, and he watches a slurve in the dirt. Gets the call on that high fastball, 1-1. That one too low. Swing and a miss, 2-2 the count. Grounds that one up the middle, but pretty softly. Kennedy picks it up, and he'll end the inning. We're through the first third. Reds 0, Squirrels 0. Shao will lead things off for the Reds in the fourth. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one foul down the left field side. 0-2 the count. Grounds that knuckleball. Chief picks it up and not able to get it over. So infield hit for Shao to lead off the fourth. That'll bring Derek Lee to the plate. He's got his average up to 193. I'm sure he'd love to get over the Mendoza line here. 0-2 the count here, though. Looks at strike 3. Shao steals second base. Thought we might have a strike him out, throw him out, but Shao able to beat out that throw. So 1 down, runner on second. Adam Dunn at the plate, and he has an 0-2 hole. He'll hit that one in the air. Paulie ranges over towards the first base line and fields it himself. 2 outs now for Encarnacion. Still have a runner in scoring position. Strike 1. Swing and miss, strike 2. Grounds that knuckleball. Joey will take that one and gets it over to in the top half of the fourth. 1 infield hit, but no runs. I should say an infield hit and a stolen base that inning for Cincinnati. So they did bring some pressure there, but no score. And Marvin will lead things off in the bottom of the fourth. And he's got a 1-1 count. That one too high. Hits that one, but foul. 2-2 the count. Grounds that one towards first. Derek Lee picks it up and steps on the bag for out number 1. Chief at the plate now. He had a solid single to left his first time up. Swings and misses at a slurve to open this at-bat. That one too far inside. Iffy pitch, but Harang gets the call. 1-2. Flies that one to left. Adam Dunn grabs that one for out number 2. That'll bring up Terry. He made solid contact last time up, but Shao is quick enough to make the play. Fouls this one, and Ross will run it down and end the inning. We've played 4. Cincinnati 0, Indianapolis 0. Brandon Phillips will lead things off in the 5th. And he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2 on a pair of knuckleballs. Paulie tries to sneak a fastball through, not able to do it, and that ball will trickle through the right-hand hole. So leadoff single for Brandon Phillips. And Kennedy at the plate. He lines into left for another single. Back-to-back hits for the Reds. David Ross at the plate. Try to keep this rally going as Paulie almost has a wild pitch. Tom short topped that one pretty well. Gets the call on that one. 1-1 the count. David Ross lines that one just foul, just on the wrong side of third base. Looks at strike 3. That's a big out, which brings Harang to the plate. The Reds look like they're going to let him hit. Just not the worst decision. He's had a very good game, but it's also a first real good scoring chance they've had. Harang showing bunt, but Paulie hasn't thrown him a strike yet. He does get that bunt down. It stays fair. Chiefs' only play is to first. So the sacrifice is successful. Runners on second and third, but there are 2 outs for Norris Hopper, who I know struck out his first time. He got out last time too. I don't remember how. Fouls that one off. He's got an 0-2 count here. Paulie goes with the fastball and is able to get it by Hopper to end the top half of the 5th. The Reds heavily threatened that inning, but come up with nothing. So we're still at 0-0 going to the bottom of the 5th. And Frank will lead things off here for the Squirrels. That pitch too low. Looks at a good pitch to hit there. Strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Frank just not seeming real interested in hitting right now. Grounds that one to second for out number 1. But at least he swung at something. That'll bring Tom to the plate. Harang gets the call on that changeup. Then a swing and a miss on a low fastball. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Zach up to try to extend the inning. And it looks like he will. Liner to center field, which does get down. So 1 on, 2 out. Joey at the plate now. He's had a very good start to the year, but in an 0-2 hole right at the moment. He swings and misses, and that will end the inning. We're through 5. Nobody's scored yet. Shao will lead things off for the Reds in the 6th inning. Paulie winds and delivers a strike. He's got 8 strikeouts on the day. Out of, 15 possible outs, so just over half. 1-1 count here. And a swing and a miss from Shao. And swings and misses again. Strike 3. Derek Lee at the plate. Base is empty with 1 out, and he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Fouls that one off. Paulie back to the knuckle, and Derek Lee puts it into shallow center for yet another hit. He seems like he's gotten his game right here in the last few games. 1 on, 1 out for Adam Dunn, who looks at a fastball outside. That knuckle over for a strike. Swings and misses. 1-2 the count. That fastball too far outside. Probably a bit low as well. And that knuckle in the dirt. Full count. Puts that one into center. Marvin under it. Grabs it. Throws to first. Derek Lee is back into the base. Although maybe a little closer than you would have thought. 2 outs now. Encarnacion at the plate. Derek Lee still over at first base. And we've got a 1-1 count. Gets the call on an inside fastball. 1-2. Gets the call on a high fastball. Strikes him out for a 10th strikeout of the game. Having pitched 6 shutout innings, I could keep Paulie in, but we also need to score. So I am going to turn to the bench here and see if we can get our offense going a little bit. We'll turn to Sweeney. Sweeney hitting .474 on the year. And that is in limited at-bats, but he's always been one of our more dependable hitters. He and Quentin usually carry the load pinch hitting if we really need a hit. And he's got a 2-1 count here. Harang still going for the Reds. Sweeney grounds that one. Harang fields it himself. Gets it over to first for the first out. That'll bring Kester to the plate. Looks at a high slider. Ball 1. Looks at a fastball right down the middle. Looks at strike 2. Kester yet to take the bat off his shoulder. Does swing, but terribly mistimed. 2 down for Marvin. He's struck out and grounded out today. Right when it looked like he might be getting himself back on track. He looks at strike 1. That one too low. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll end the 6th inning. Cincinnati 0, Indianapolis 0. And this game is going to turn over to Nakai on the mound. We're also going to have our defense a little out of sorts. But we'll put Zach over in center. He's at least rated to be able to play center. All right, Brandon Phillips will lead things off for Cincinnati in the 7th. He puts a charge into that one. It gets over the wall for a solo shot. Home run, Brandon Phillips, his 2nd on the year. First pitch from Nakai, and he tucks it right over the right field fence. I knew he hit that well off the bat, but I really thought it might have gone off the wall, but no such luck. Reds take a 1-0 lead. That brings Kennedy to the plate. And he's got a 2-0 count. Pops that one foul. So Nakai, it's not that he's pitched badly this year, but he's had some tough luck. Pops that one foul. Tom looks like he'll get to it, and he does. 1 down. David Ross at the plate. He struck out looking both times. So he's probably thankful not to have to see another knuckleball this game. 2-0 count here. Nakai struggling a little bit to find the strike zone. 3-0. Gets the call on that curveball. Interesting pitch selection on a 3-0 count. Puts in a fastball, and David Ross grounds it through the left side for a single. Harang will stay in to hit. And he just foul. Thought he might add a hit just over third base, but just on the wrong side of the base. Looks at strike 2 after a couple pickoff attempts. Swings and misses on a changeup. Strike 3. 2 down. Norris Hopper is struck out swinging all 3 times. And he looks at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. And put him down for another strikeout swinging. It's stretch time here in Indianapolis. Cincinnati 1, Indianapolis nothing. Okay, we're back to action here. Chief will lead things off in the bottom of the 7th. Harang is still out there for the Reds, and why not? He's now pitching with a lead. Chief grounds that one to second. Phillips picks it up no problem and gets the first out. Terry at the plate. He's flown out to left center and fouled out. I'm pretty sure David Ross caught that foul fly. It pops foul again. David Ross is able to get back and make the play. So 2 quick outs. Frank at the plate. He has yet to get a hit today. Of course, we've only had 2 hits in this game, so you can say that about just about everybody in the lineup. I know Chief has 1 of the hits. Has Kester gotten a hit? Can't remember who has a second hit. Anyway, 1-2 count here to Frank, and he swings and misses, and that's it for the 7th inning. We've played 7. Cincinnati 1, Indianapolis 0. Shao will lead things off in the 8th. And no reason to involve anybody else here. We'll let Nakai go a second. A 2-0 count here on Shao. Make that 3-0. Nakai, he's really been a little wild all day. Gotten the count back to full here, though. Swings and misses on a changeup, so Nakai battles back and is able to get the strikeout. Derek Lee officially back to 200 on his average. He's got a pair of singles today. And an 0-2 count here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Adam Dunn at the plate. He's flown out 3 times, once of them foul. Grounds to second here, and that will end the Reds' half of the 8th. Though at this point, Cincinnati doesn't necessarily need more runs, though I'm sure they would like a few. Harang stays out to pitch. Tom will lead off in the 8th. And he swings and misses at strike 1. Hits that one up the middle, and it will get through for a hit. So there's the Squirrels' 3rd hit of the day. Now, Zach had the other hit. I thought that, and then I talked myself out of it. Grounds this one, almost like a swinging bunt. Harang fields it, but doesn't make a throw anywhere, so that's good for an infield hit. So showing some life here. 2 on, nobody out. Joey at the plate. He's going to put that one into the left side stands foul. 0-2 count. Pops this one up. David Ross is going to make the play for the first out, and that will bring up Sweeney. High fastball for a strike. That one in the dirt. Sweeney lets it go. And that slurve not particularly close. 2-1 the count. Sweeney swings at that one, fouls it off. David Ross just comes up short. I thought he was actually going to make that play. 2-2 the count now. Sweeney has some new life. Fouls that one off down the right side. Looks at strike 3 after all that. So Kester at the plate now. Still runners on first and second, but 2 out now. And he looks at strike 1. Ooh. Not a bad pitch, but doesn't get the call. Fouls that one off. 1-2 the count. Swings and misses, strike 3. Aaron Harang having himself a day out there. So we've played 8. Reds 1, Squirrels 0. Encarnacion will lead off in the 9th. We're going to let Zap take an inning here. Kester made that last out. So we're going to put in Quinton and swap he and Sweeney. And actually going to swap Sweeney and Chief too. So I think Sweeney has a bit stronger arm at third. The last couple of years haven't done this switch that much, but I remember the first season I remember moving Chief to second pretty regularly and letting Sweeney play third. And it seemed to work out fine then, so we're going to give it a try today. So Encarnacion faces Zap, and Zap puts the first pitch inside. That one too low, so 2-0 count to start off here. Pops that one up, but it will make the screen behind the plate. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. That one too high, so full count here for Encarnacion. He looks at a fastball, ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Reds, and that'll bring Phillips up. He hit the solo home run. Oh, and he just hits another one. This one to left field, no doubt about that one. So I don't know if Cincinnati beat us today, but Brandon Phillips sure did. That makes it a 3-0 game. There was no doubt on that one. Alright, base is empty again. Kennedy at the plate. Nobody out still. Kennedy looks at strike 1. That one too low. Grounds that one to short. Joey picks it up, and we finally have an out in the inning. That'll bring David Ross to the plate. Looks at a high fastball for strike 1. That pitch similar but a bit outside. Does not get the call. Doesn't get the call on that breaking ball either. 2-1 the count. He's going to put that into center. Oh, Zach just not quite able to get there. Needed another step, so that drops in for a hit. Harang's going to stay in the game, and why the hell not? He grounds to first. Terry picks it up, gets the out at first. Does throw to second, but not in time. Hopper at the plate now. 2 outs. He grounds to first. Terry picks it up, and they get the out at first. So 2 more runs for the Reds off another Phillips home run. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati 3, Indianapolis 0. And Quentin will lead things off for the Squirrels here in the 9th. Again, limited at-bats, but Quentin's got a very gaudy .583 batting average, and that comes with a home run. And he gets another hit here. Falls into the right center gap. Quentin's going to make it a double. And he does stop at second. And that'll bring Chief to the plate. Runner on second, nobody out. And he looks at strike 1. Chief puts this one into left center, and it does get down for a hit. Make that a single. Runners on the corners now. Still nobody out. Terry at the plate. He looks at ball 1 and then swings and misses at strike 1. That one inside. 2-1 the count. Terry grounds that to first. They get the out at second. Kennedy throws over, and they do complete the double play. Quentin did not try to score on that play. So it was looking very promising for a moment, but now we have 2 outs. Runner on third. Frank at the plate, who I don't believe has gotten a hit today or even come particularly close. Although he does get that one into left center. That will score Quentin. Frank thinks about second, but retreats back to first. So the Squirrels on the board, 3-1 now. Tom at the plate. Harang's still out there trying to nail down this complete game. Although he's getting a bit wild. 2-0 the count here. Make it 2-1. He gets the call on that low pitch. Swings and misses. 2-2 the count. That pitch too high. Full count, 2 outs. Grounded to short. Kennedy makes a long throw, but it is in time, and that is the game. Tip your caps to the Reds that game. Harang pitched one hell of a game, and Brandon Phillips burned us twice late. Your final score today, Cincinnati Reds 3, Indianapolis Squirrels 1. As we see Phillips' first home run. I'm sure the next one will be Phillips' second home run. right down each line. And see, Frank finally came through with a hit late in the game, but too little too late, unfortunately. Not the worst place ball from Tom, but Kennedy made the play, so can't argue with these picks. Harang and Phillip share player of the game honors. So, as you've seen, and as I mentioned, Reds 3, Squirrels 1. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever, that's just fine by me. We are done with the Reds for a good while, so tomorrow we'll see you. I think we're still at home, but maybe not. Either way, we're playing Washington for the first time in a couple of years, so be interesting to see how their roster's changed. All right, we'll see you all tomorrow.